Our tipster Jones Knows is back for the final day bonanza of football and provides a dollop of analysis and betting angles as the curtain comes down. Manchester City vs Aston Villa, Sunday 4 p.m, live on Sky Sports. Play Super 6 here. Watch free clips during game and highlights after FT. Get Sky Sports, download the Sky Sports app. Liverpool are 5/1 with Sky Bet to win the Premier League title. It's tempting me. Ill level with you, I spent hours deliberating and toying with the idea of Aston Villa getting a result. But I came to the conclusion it was the journalist in me. Hoping for the extraordinary story rather than the punter where cold decisions are key. Manchester City are a machine, remember, who have an expert habit of making me look clueless. Not hard, many will argue. Over 200,000 Super 6 entrants are backing Manchester City to win the title in style with a 3-0 victory over Steven Gerrard's Aston Villa, while over 500,000 expect a comfortable afternoon for Pep and his men winning by 2 goals or more. Plus, to cause them issues you need dynamism in high and in wide areas. Heung-min Son, Wilfried Zaha, Vinicius Jr. and Jared Bowen all have played big parts in helping their teams get results against City this season. Villa just don't have a player of that ilk or speed in wide areas to create those dangerous transitions. I can leave the match and title prices alone and hope for some final day drama, although this is the 9th time that the Premier League title has been decided on the final day, and in the previous 8 seasons the leader always went on to lift the trophy. One bet that does jump off the page is Kevin De Bruyne scoring the first goal. An occasion like this is just made for De Bruyne to cap his best ever scoring season with another important strike to follow up goals in games against Liverpool, twice, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, and of course the 4 goals in the win over Wolves. There is an added ruthlessness to De Bruyne in the second half of the season that is taking him to the cusp of being the greatest Premier League player we have ever seen. He can reinforce that narrative in taking City to a 4th title in the last 5 seasons. Kevin De Bruyne can send Manchester City to another Premier League title. Score prediction: 2-0, betting angle, Kevin De Bruyne to score first, 4/1 with Sky Bet, bet here. Liverpool vs Wolves, Sunday 4 p.m, live on Sky Sports. Play Super 6 here. Watch free clips during game and highlights after FT. Get Sky Sports, download the Sky Sports app. While fingers are being bitten at the Etihad Stadium, the atmosphere at Anfield is going to be one drenched in celebration whatever way the Premier League title drops. This lack of tension in the air, added to key players being fully rested for Liverpool and an out-of-form opposition side with nothing to play for, should make this a very straightforward afternoon for Jurgen Klopp's men. Klopp's Ferraris ready for one final title push. The Premier League table doesn't lie apparently. It does in the case of Wolves. They have overachieved hugely to finish on the cusp of the European places. Bruno Lage's unimaginative and stodgy side have won the expected goals battle in just 9 of their last 14 Premier League matches. Once their defensive process started to crumble a few months ago, Lage has had no answers. With motivation lacking in the Wolves camp, Liverpool could run amok here if they wanted to put on a show. Whether that will be enough to seal what would be an extraordinary Premier League title is doubtful, but punters should be looking to back goals, and plenty of them. Score prediction: 6-0, betting angle, Liverpool to score 2 or more in the first half, 13/8 with Sky Bet, bet here. Brentford vs Leeds, Sunday 4 p.m, live on Sky Sports. Jesse Marsch undoubtedly is a very smart man with a footballing brain that dwarfs mine. Yet, there is just something about his style that tells me he's just not the man to become a Leeds hero by leading them to a final day great escape. Leeds will have spent just 22 days in the relegation zone this season. Only 3 teams in Premier League history have been relegated spending less than 28 days in the bottom 3, Blackpool, Sunderland and Wimbledon. This Leeds team do know how to fight though. Place final day permutations. What do Man City, Liverpool, Leeds and Burnley need? Only 5 teams have scored more goals in the final 10 minutes of games this season than them. 10. as Marsh pointed out after the 1-1 draw with Brighton. This team dig themselves holes but does possess the resolve to get out of them. Only Manchester City, 9, have scored more goals in the 90th minute than Leeds, 7, in the Premier League this season, with all 7 of their goals in this period being scored by different players. So, there must be a good probability of Leeds scoring late in the final fixture of the season where everything is on the line for them and not much for Brentford. Profiting from such an angle is a tad fiddly, but I was surprised to see odds against available on Leeds scoring the last goal of the game at 6/5. With Sky Bet, in what is basically a 2-horse race market, surely this one can't end 0-0, then the 45% chance of Leeds scoring the last goal, according to the odds available, looks to underrate their chances. Score prediction: 2-2, betting angle. Leeds to score last goal of the game, 6/5 with Sky Bet, bet here. Burnley vs Newcastle, Sunday 4 p.m. On what they have shown for large parts of this season, Burnley deserve to go down. If you looked at the table every day between October 1st and April 22nd, you'd have seen Burnley in the bottom 3. But here they are, peaking at the right time, and they will avoid relegation if they match Leeds' result. Premier League final day, what's still to play for? And I think deep down these Burnley players know they are going to survive. That is the feeling I've got from watching them in the past few weeks. There is no tension in their play, no signs of panic, and even plenty of smiles on faces. It's that mentality that makes me believe they will get the result on Sunday. When they need to defend, they defend. And the big difference since Mike Jackson has taken over is their ability to create chances when the chips are down. Their expected goals data has rocketed from 1.1 per 90 minutes under Sean Dyche this season to 1.8 under Jackson. Home win it is. Those looking for a bet should invest in the chances of Connor Roberts hitting a shot on target. It's likely that Burnley will continue playing with a 3-5-2 and it's certainly giving Roberts license to roam down the right. He's scored once, had 3 shots on target, and is averaging just under 2 touches in the opposition box per 90 minutes since Jackson took over. His shot on target price at 9/4 with Sky Bet looks more than fair. Score prediction: 1-0, betting angle. Connor Roberts to have a shot on target, 9/4 with Sky Bet, bet here. Arsenal vs Everton, Sunday 4 p.m. Ever since Dominic Calvert-Lewin headed home a famous goal in Everton's history, all the money has been for Arsenal, who are now as short as 1/3 with Sky Bet to finish their season with 3 points. This Everton side have shown the resolution required for this type of scrap, which may actually stand them in good stead for the next campaign if Frank Lampard can add shrewdly over the summer. Frank Lampard has guided Everton to Premier League safety. Over 250,000 Super 6 players are backing Arsenal to end the season on a high with a 2-1 win over relegation-threatened Everton. For a betting angle, I've got my eye on Bukayo Saka opening the scoring in what is likely to be a low-scoring affair settled by a moment of inspiration. Sakai's Arsenal's best attacking weapon and leads the goal-scoring charts for the club in the Premier League with 11 goals. Yet, he's still not priced up as the favorite in the goalscorer market, despite also being on penalties with Alexander Lacazette now on the bench. The 11 halves with Sky Bet should be snapped up. Score prediction: 2-0, betting angle. Bukayo Saka to score first, 11 halves with Sky Bet, bet here. Norwich vs Tottenham, Sunday 4 p.m, play Super 6 here. Not even Tottenham can Tottenham this one up, surely? With the knowledge of a draw being enough to secure top 4, there really isn't enough jeopardy to make this a tricky occasion for Spurs, especially as their forward line arrive in such red-hot form. I wouldn't be surprised to see Heung-min Son on penalty duties once Spurs have the game in the bag as he chases down Mohamed Salah in the Golden Boot race. Were is one back ahead of the weekend. Hopefully we can win him the Golden Boot, that'll be nice, said Harry Kane. That could prove to be a source of motivation in the closing stages if Spurs have the game wrapped up, and Son's prices for multiple goals should be backed, including the 9/1 with Sky Bet for a Tottenham's Heung-min Son celebrates after scoring against Liverpool. I've got a feeling I am going to be investing in Tottenham across many anti-post markets next season after Antonio Conte gets another transfer window to strengthen key areas. A task which will become easier with the lure of Champions League football now. In a season where the possibility of some freak results owing to a Winter World Cup and Conte being only interested and motivated by major honors, the early 10-11ths with Sky Bet for them to finish top 4 again next season looks a fair price if investing in long-term plays is your thing. Even the 28/1 for Tottenham to win the Premier League carries some weight even at this very premature stage. Score prediction: 0-4, betting angle, Heung-min Son to score a hat-trick, 9/1 with Sky Bet, bet here. Brighton vs West Ham, Sunday 4 p.m. West Ham still have plenty to play for and I am not sure that is factored into the match prices in this one. I like the look of the away win at 7/4 with Sky. 2 points clear of West Ham but with an inferior goal difference. Manchester United, 58 points, need to beat Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park to be assured of 6th and a spot in the Europa League group stages. The Hammers would rise a position if they win at the Amex Stadium and Man Utd fail to do likewise. Whoever finishes 7th will play in the Europa Conference League, entering in the playoff round in August. That is a very fiddly start to a campaign, before even factoring in the mammoth schedule of that particular competition, so David Moyes will be fully motivating his players to finish with a rattle. Trust issues remain with Brighton, especially when they are favourites to win a home match. They have the 4th worst home record in the Premier League this season, albeit with the backdrop of some strong performance data. Burnley and Watford have scored more home goals than them this season. I am sure Graham Pottersman will ask questions and play some lovely stuff, but when it comes to attacking ruthlessness and finishing ability in the box, I am fully with the Hammers for this matchup. Score prediction: 1-2, betting angle, West Ham to win, 7/4 with Sky Bet, bet here. Crystal Palace vs Manchester United, Sunday 4 p.m, play Super 6 here. You can only guarantee 3 things in this life: death, taxes and a goal bonanza on the final day of a Premier League season. From the last 12 Premier League final days, the goal per game ratio, 3.28, always sails above the season average on the final day. Teams are more likely to play with a bit more freedom in a sunshine-filled no-pressure environment. The final day also has the potential for a game to go into overdrive in terms of a scoreline. Remember Crystal Palace 5-3 Bournemouth? Or Tottenham 5-4 Leicester 4 seasons ago? How about Hull City 1-7 Tottenham 5 years ago? This game called go down a similar path with such deadly attacking players on show. And looking at the match prices, it's absolutely worth adding a Crystal Palace win at 2/1 with Sky Bet to any goals-based bet. This is a Manchester United side that have taken just 11 points from their last 10 Premier League games but yet again are priced up favourites to win away from home. Score prediction: 4-2, betting angle, Crystal Palace to win and over 3.5 goals, 7/1 with Sky Bet, bet here. Chelsea vs Watford, Sunday 4 p.m, play Super 6 here. The cries of shoot from the fans when a defender comes forward with the ball infuriate managers, but that cry from the Chelsea end towards Antonio Rudiger should help land the best bet of the weekend. Rudiger is Real Madrid bound, having failed to agree new terms with Chelsea, yet leaves firmly a fan favorite and he'll receive a warm send-off from the Chelsea fans. Such is his character, he'll be looking to go out at the center of attention, so he makes plenty of appeal across his shots and goals markets. Against a Watford side that could well be on the end of a thumping, Antonio Rudiger will want to go out with a bang for Chelsea. Since Thomas Tuchel took charge of Chelsea, no centre-back has had more shots on goal in the Premier League than Rudiger, 56. That average of 1.26 shots per 90 minutes always makes him a player to consider in the individual shots market, especially at home to teams Chelsea are likely to dominate. That is the case here with the 5/4 with Sky Bet for him to have 2 or more shots at goal very appealing, as the 3, 4/1, and 4 lines, 11/1. The beauty with Rudiger is that not only is he a threat from set pieces when venturing forward, he also has the eye for the spectacular from range, giving us two potential routes to profit. No centre-back has had more shots on goal than him from outside the box this season, 20. Everton's Ben Godfrey is next in with 12. And since Tuchel has been in charge, 8 of those have hit the target, working out an average of 0.19 per 90 minutes. That makes the 5/1 with Sky Bet for him to hit the target again from outside the box a very fair price without even factoring in the opposition and the end of season, final farewell type of occasion. Score prediction: 5-0, betting angle, Antonio Rudiger to have 2 or more shots, 5 quarters with Sky Bet, bet here. Jones knows best bet. Rudiger to have a shot on target from outside the area, 11 halves with Sky Bet, bet here. Leicester vs Southampton, Sunday 4 p.m. Ralph Hasenhüttl's Southampton are burning out yet again. Over the last 3 seasons during the months of February, March, April and May, Southampton have won just 6 of their 37 fixtures, losing 23. At this time of the season, Hasenhüttl's side are relegation fodder, and no wonder they tempted many punters in, myself included, at the start of this season to be relegate at juicy prices. They may end the season just 2 points clear of the drop zone, so even though we haven't really got a run for our money, the early season analysis on them being overpriced wasn't too far off. Next year could be the year to get them. Leicester played the part of the Super 6 coupon buster in Sunday's round, beating Watford 5-1. A mere 166 Super 6 players correctly predicted this result, equating to 0.023%. This Leicester team have the attacking flair to punish relegation-level teams, scoring 14 goals in 4 fixtures against Norwich and Watford this season. Yes, they may ship a few going the other way in what should be a shackle-free match, but the price on a home win and plenty of goals should go close. Score prediction: 3-1, betting angle, Leicester to win and over 3.5 goals in match, 3/1 with Sky Bet, bet here.